Welcome. In this video, we'll be finding a base of a trapezoid, part 2. Let's take a look at our example. Example 1. Find the base of the trapezoid shown below. Let's take a look at what we're given. Notice, based on the diagram, that the little base is equal to a certain amount of centimeters. Let's go ahead and say that that's simply x centimeters. The height is equal to 610 centimeters. The big base is equal to 11 meters. And the area is equal to 42.7 square meters. Since we're looking for the base, which is given in centimeters, let's go ahead and change every single measurement into centimeters. Notice the first one we're going to do is the big base. Remember that centimeters are related to meters as follows. We have 100 centimeters for every 1 meter. Now, since what we're looking for is the corresponding amount to 11 meters, we're going to write the 11 here in the bottom where the row for the meters is located. And let me go ahead and use the letter Y to find out what is the corresponding amount of centimeters to those 11 meters. Since now we have a proportion, let's go ahead and cross multiply. So we have 1 times Y is simply Y, and then 100 times 11 is simply 1100. And we can say therefore that 11 meters correspond to the 1100 centimeters. So what does that mean? That means that this big base is equal to 1100 centimeters. The next thing that we're going to do is to change the area from being in meters squared into centimeters squared. So we want to do that particular change. So let me write the 42.7 meters squared here, and let me rewrite it as follows. We can say that this is 42.7 times meters, because meter times meter is the same as meter squared. Now, remember that each meter is equal to 100 centimeters, so we can say that this is 42.7 times 100 centimeters, corresponding to this first meter, times another 100 centimeters, corresponding to this other meter. Now, doing that particular product, we're going to get the following number. We're going to get 427,000, and then centimeter times centimeter is centimeter squared. So we can say that the area then is equal to 427,000 square centimeters. Now, remember, what we're looking for is the little base. So we're going to use the area formula in the case of the trapezoid, and that formula is area is equal to 1/2 times the sum of the two bases times the height. Now let's go ahead and substitute in what we know. We know that the area is 427,000 square centimeters. That should be equal to 1/2 times the sum of the two bases, but one of the bases, namely the big one, is 1,100 centimeters. The little base is simply x centimeters, and the height, we remember that was 610 centimeters. Now let's see if we can simplify this any further. So on the left hand side, we're going to get 427,000 centimeters square. And if we multiply the 1/2 times the 610 centimeters, we're going to get that that's simply 305 centimeters. From the expression inside the parentheses, we're going to factor out the centimeters. So we're going to get 100 or 1,100 centimeters plus x centimeters. And let me go ahead and factor the centimeters from here. So rewriting this becomes 427,000 square centimeters. That's equal to 305 centimeters times 1100 plus x times centimeters. And we can rewrite this right hand side one more time. So this is going to be 427,000 square centimeters. This is equal to, let me multiply the centimeters with the centimeters. So that's equal to 305 centimeters squared times 1100 plus x. Now remember, our goal is to get the x by itself. So let's go ahead and divide by 305 square centimeters on both sides of the equation. Okay, By doing so, we can cancel out the square centimeters on the left hand side right away. On the right hand side, we can cancel the centimeter square over the centimeter square and the 305 over the 305, because in both cases those quotients are equal to 1. And let's go ahead and divide the 427,000 by the 305, which in this case happens to be 1,400. And that is equal to 1100 plus x. Now, one more time, let's remember that our goal is to get the x by itself. So let's go ahead and subtract the 1100 from both sides of the equation. And we get that 1400 minus 1100 is equal to 300. And that is equal to x, because 1100 minus 1100 is 0. So we can say the following: therefore, the length of the little base is 300 centimeters. And that's how we can find a base of a trapezoid. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.